What if I told you that the Christmas we celebrate today didn't always look the way it does now? Many of its symbols, like the tree, the lights, the gifts, and even the date of December 25th, have very ancient roots. Some of them existed long before Christianity and were later integrated into a new celebration. Today we are going to explore the hidden origin of Christmas, a fusion of ancient traditions, Roman customs, Nordic beliefs, biblical symbolism, and cultural influences that shaped one of the most important holidays in the world. 1st of December 25th is not the original date. The Bible never mentions the exact day Jesus was born. In fact, details like shepherds watching their flocks at night suggest it probably wasn't winter. So why do we celebrate the birth of Jesus on December 25th? Because that date already carried deep meaning in the ancient world. It coincides with the winter solstice, the moment when light begins to return after the longest nights. In the Roman Empire, people celebrated Sol Invictus, the festival of the unconquered sun. The church chose this date because it was already significant for the population, making it easier to transition into a new celebration centered on Christ. 2. The Christmas tree. A symbol older than Jesus. The Christmas tree does not appear in the Bible. Its origins come from ancient Nordic and Germanic traditions. Evergreens, which remain green even in the harshest winter, represented eternal life resilience and protection against darkness. During the festival of Yule in Northern Europe, people decorated trees with lights, fruit, and carved figures. Centuries later, this symbol was incorporated into Christian celebrations. Next, let's talk about Santa Claus and his origins. The modern figure of Santa Claus combines elements from several traditions. First, Saint Nicholas, a 4th century bishop known for his generosity and for leaving gifts in secret. Second, the Dutch tradition of Sinterklaas, which gave us the modern name Santa Claus. And third, some characteristics resemble ancient Nordic stories, especially those involving Odin during the festival of Yule. In these tales, Odin traveled across the sky in winter and rewarded children. Over time, all these influences blended into the Santa we know today. Another important element is the tradition of gifts. We exchange gifts as a gesture of joy and connection. But in ancient times, offerings served different purposes: gratitude to the divine protection for the winter season and rituals of renewal. In Christian tradition, the act of giving gifts is linked to the presents brought by the wise men to the child Jesus. But even that scene reflects older customs found in Eastern cultures. Now let's look at the mystery of the Star of Bethlehem. The famous star that guided the wise men may have been a conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, a supernova, or a comet visible from the east. Ancient astronomers interpreted such events as divine signs. In the Bible, the star serves the same purpose, announcing a moment of great importance. Finally, let's bring all these traditions together. The Christmas we celebrate today is the result of a remarkable cultural convergence. Sol Invictus, Nordic Yule, Roman Saturnalia, Christian tradition, and medieval European mythology. Rather than a single origin, it is a mosaic of beliefs united by a common desire: light, hope, and renewal in the midst of darkness. That is why this celebration feels so universal. Christmas has a deeper and more mysterious origin than it appears. Beyond its modern form, it tells the story of how different cultures, over thousands of years, celebrated the return of light during the darkest time of the year. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe for more hidden, ancient, and mysterious stories. And now, tell me in the comments. What part of Christmas surprised you the most? The date? Santa? The tree? Or the star?